This picture is for Kathy Frank. I know you had asked me to see a picture of Nate and I all dressed up for the wedding, so there you go. Hi there. Today I'm going to be shoveling some stone into my new raised garden bed area over there. And I think I'm just going to use it with buckets. Usually how I do it is I grab a bucket and I scoop the stone into the bucket and then dump it out where I want it. So I think that's the easiest way to do it, instead of like, otherwise I'd have to shovel it, you know, like that. And that's just, I think that might be too much. I don't know. So I'm gonna collect some buckets here. Where are my buckets? Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna collect the buckets and then go over there and we'll start doing it. And then I'm gonna go up to the nursery, I think, and see if there's any sort of annuals that they have that I can plant in there. I wish I had more annuals left that I seeded, but I don't. I planted them all. Most of them were zinnias, and as most of you probably know, if you've been watching, you know that my lovely, beautiful, cute little bunny friends ate all the zinnias. So they're toast. So I thought, you know what, I'm just gonna maybe go up and see what Lizzie has up at the garden center, and maybe she has some zinnias, and I'll just, if I get some more, I'll just be sure to put some liquid fence on them, and hopefully they'll be alright. It looks so much better and cleaner already. I love it, and I'm gonna probably have to cut these snapdragons back, and I bet you they'll rebloom. But yeah, I thought maybe we'd get some of that stone right there. This stone, we had a bunch of extra from like putting it in there and other places. So we just set it here for the time being. So I'm just gonna shovel it all, mostly in this middle area right here. And we'll start doing that. And then we'll go up and look for some more plants to put in these beds. We had a massive storm come through, well, last night and the night before, I think. And so the ground is really wet. The plants got nice and watered. We're just gonna do this. It's gonna take a while, but alright. And then I'll just come over here, just dump it. I know some of you suggested the landscape fabric. I've tried that before, and to be honest, I'm not a huge fan. I find that after several years, you end up getting weeds growing anyway, and it can turn into a mess. So I'll probably just sprinkle preen on this walkway, and that will help so the weed seeds won't germinate. I didn't sprinkle any preen this year. I actually kind of forgot. I have a ton of it in the shed. I just need to get out here and use it. Like I said, I completely forgot about it. But that's what I'm going to do. Just keep scooping and dump it. Alright, it is actually the next day. I literally left everything how it was down there. I had gotten a call from my boss on my phone. I just use my phone to film, my iPhone. And he called me and needed me to help him do something. Even though work was over for the day, I still kind of am on call sometimes. But anyway, you can see I kind of just left everything as it was. And then Nate and I had a meeting that we had to go to for our gym that we own. And so I just didn't get back out here. But it's the next morning, earlier in the morning, kind of before work. I got caught up on my emails. And now I'm out here and I'm going to keep laying the stone. I did see a couple of patches of poison ivy, so I'm going to have to go get a plastic bag and dispose of that properly. And then I'm just going to keep laying the stone down. I'm trying to be a little bit creative because I previously had... That's a chipmunk. Can you hear him? It's like freaking Jurassic Park out here, you guys. I was trying to be creative because I previously had pea stone all out here, and then we just had all this extra like river rock, I guess, like a, I don't know, a mixture between river rock and pond stone if you would find it at Home Depot. And so I'm trying to be creative in how I like merge the two stones together because I don't have enough to go all the way up, you know, to make it look the same all the way up the hill. I'm just going to kind of do just this section. So when I'm doing it, when the river rock meets the pea stone, I'm kind of like mixing it all together so it like gradually flows into the next size stone. We'll see how it goes. This is how I dispose of my poison ivy plants that are relatively small in size. I basically just make sure I have gloves on, get a plastic bag that doesn't have any like holes in the bottom of it, and I put my hand in it, make sure my whole arm is covered, and I grab it, make sure to get the whole root, and then I'm going to come over and get a couple more that I seen. Let's see here. I got to clean up that whole area a little bit, but I seen at least 2 more plants. So one right there that I kind of just showed you. Grab that one, make sure I get the whole entire root. And then there's one right here that's kind of hiding. Oh, God bless me. And this little section right here. I'm going to pull away this clover. And you can see that right there is poison ivy. Stick out of there. So if you're not careful, you would just grab all these clover and actually, oh yeah, it's right there. You grab all these clover and you'd be like, oh yeah, I'm just out here pulling weeds. I got gloves on, no problem. I'm going to go ahead and grab all these too just because they were probably touching that poison ivy. But anyway, you wouldn't even realize really that there's a poison ivy plant there amongst all those other weeds. And even if you had gloves on, you know, it's on your gloves. The oil would be on your gloves, and then you would have to, you know, pull your hair back out of your face or scratch your, like right now, I wanted to go wipe my nose, wipe the snot off my nose. So yeah, you just have to be really careful, but this is how I dispose of it. And then once you're all done, I am just going to take a quick look in here on this side with all the weeds creeping in. Make sure I don't see any more. But when I'm all done, you just kind of close up the bag. Make sure it all goes in there. And then I have another bag over there. I'll put this bag inside the other bag, tie it up, and throw it away in the trash can. muggy out here. Do you see on my face? It's like glistening. But it feels good to finally get all that rock in place instead of in a giant pile right there, and it looks really good. I'm gonna turn you around and show you before we head up to the garden center. All of it's pretty much laid flat. It does slope on a gradual hill, but that's just kind of how my yard is. I ended up planting those hosta, remember? And then I resurfaced my little rock edge that had kind of grown over. I cleaned up this corner, and we have tons of these, we call them blackberries. Blackberry bushes all over. They just like grow and grow and grow. So I'll probably come in here and pick some of these off. They're really yummy. But I like to keep it kind of out of my yard as much as I can. And then I ended up just putting my 2 bags on the side here because, and then a tomato pot right there. And then I've just set a tomato pot right there for now and until I figure out where I want them. But I put the bags here because this tomato grew in, it was just a volunteer tomato that grew in this bag of onions that my brother gave me. And it looks like it is a vining tomato, like it wants to trail. So I put it up against the trellis to kind of do its thing. I remade this line really nice with those rocks so it kind of separates my little perennial section right there. I gotta clean those things up. These are just extra rocks that I had in there. I might do something with them, and then I gotta take care of those pots. But for the most part, it's looking really nice. And like I told you, excuse me. Like I told you, I kind of like just mixed in a little bit of the bigger rock with the pea stone. You can see the little pea stones in there mixed with the bigger rock. And then it gradually goes into just a straight bigger rock. So you can't really tell which was my goal. And it looks way better than it did before. Holy cow. It's just nice and fresh and clean. Okay, I just went up to the garden center to buy some plants for cutting. I'm making that garden that I'm working on into a cut flower garden. It's been for the last 6 years a vegetable garden. Last year I turned it into a cut flower garden, and so this year I want to do the same. But I went up to the garden center just now and to Cherry Valley Gardens. It looked beautiful, and I get up to the register and the gal there, no, I didn't, because you want to know what I used?
You found money on the floor.
No, I used this gift card from a gal named Beth in Texas. I think that was her name. I just learned your name, my Texas friend. She called the nursery and gave me this $100 gift card, okay? She gave me this note, and I'm just gonna read it, make sure I think I can read it out loud. I think that's okay, because everyone like comments things out loud on the movies, so I hope it's okay, Beth. I was gonna read this out loud. It says, Jess, thank you from the bottom of my heart for all that you do, and you give me something to look forward to every day, and you are truly a blessing. I added an extra 30 so that you can buy a new rose. Oh. P.S. We have her number if you would like it. Oh yeah, she gave me another note with, I think it's her phone number. She said I could text her. So anyway, she gave me $70 plus added an extra $30 so that I could buy a new rose. Anyway, thank you so much, Beth, my Texas friend. You've already done so much for me with the little statues you've got me, and I just really appreciate it. So thank you very much. And I spent some of this. Nate, you want to show what I got over here? Everything was on sale. So I did get some more zinnias, and these are not like the super tall ones. They're more of a medium one. They're called Zesty is the variety. I got some cosmos, some amaranth, some gomphrena, celosia. The begonias I got somewhere else at a different roadside shop. So I was able to get all of this for $30 because it was like 25% off for a sale that they had going on. So anyway, thank you so much. It was an awesome surprise. I still have like $70 left. I'll for sure go back and find a rose. And yeah, so let's go get this stuff planted. All right, I've got zinnia, celosia. This celosia I thought was really neat. My sister grows it and I just really love it. So I'm gonna get it planted, and then I honestly, you guys, I might cut it just so that it can promote new ones. This celosia, I think my sister calls this Kiss Me Over the Garden Gate, but she grows this as well. But I just thought that was pretty. And then I just got some different colors and this like brain looking one of celosia. There wasn't much left in the garden center, so it was kind of slim picking, but I really loved all these things. Gomphrena, now that I know that the liquid fence is effective, I got some more of this, so hopefully the bunnies will stay away from it. I think I want to put it like in the front of this and the front of that. And then I also got cosmos. I was thinking about putting the celosia maybe in the back just because it gets the tallest. So I think I'll do that. And then maybe the zinnias over there. I don't know, I'm going to kind of think about it for a minute. Or I might put the cosmos in that one. We will see. I'm going to have to pull my hair back, though, because it's pretty muggy out here. I do know I want to start with zinnias in this bed. Now, like I said, these are kind of the medium height zinnia. They're called Zesty. So they're, each one of these trays was like a different color. Let's see, where did it say that on there? Like Zesty Orange, Zesty Scarlet, Zesty Pink, Zesty Purple, stuff like that. And so I just kind of got one of each color, and I'm just going to mix them all together. I think I got two of the, I needed to fill my flat up. So I got two of the Zesty Pink, Fuchsia, Yellow, Orange, Scarlet, and Pink, I think. I got a second one with pink. So let's just kind of, these, I looked online and it said they need to be planted because these didn't come with a tag. They just, like I said, had the little thing written on the side there, Zesty Pink. So I looked online, it said to plant them 14 inches apart, but I'm going to plant them a little bit closer because I want them to be like super straight and thick. So we'll see how far they go. But we'll just kind of take some and mix them in. But I want to alternate the colors. So we'll do like a pink, scarlet, and I will have to sprinkle these with the liquid fence too. Yellow. Okay, so I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh yeah, we'll do 6 and 6. That'll be perfect. Okay. Okay, so yeah, and then we'll go do 5 more rows. So I got all the colors lined up here, and now I'm just gonna alternate. So maybe I'll go from, so I got yellow, or well, I ended like that. So I'm just gonna kind of randomly grab them, so it's all mixed. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, that'll work. Let's start with this one here. Yeah. Wait. Oh, shoot. We gotta put that one back. Okay. Sitting in the porch swing, listen to the light rain beating on the tin. Baby, just to me and you, rocking with the rhythm of the rain. Slide on over, baby, hold me closer, moving to and fro, just swaying like a slow freight train, rocking with the rhythm of the rain. So let the breeze keep blowing, singing the crickets a call. Oh, my heart will never be the same. Keep the sweet baby, oh, feel so flowing once in a life. Being my baby, rocking with the rhythm of the rain. Oh, baby, hold me tight. Say that you love me, it's all I wanna hear tonight. Sitting in the porch swing, listening to the light rain beating on the tin. Baby, just to me and you, rocking with the rhythm of the rain. Slide on over, baby, hold me closer, moving to and fro, just swaying like a slow. All right, it's looking beautiful. I'm gonna go in and sprinkle some plant tone in there, and then I'm gonna get them all watered in. I did end up with some leftover cosmos because I didn't plant them as thick. So I'm going to put those probably in the lane. And yeah, let's get it fertilized and watered. I don't normally fertilize. Sometimes I will when I first plant something in the ground, but I really want to give these a fighting chance, and I found a ton of fertilizer last year on clearance at the end of the season, so I gotta use it up. My battery's going dead, so I might have to charge her up and come back out and show you what it looks like later. Let's see. Well, it's a little bit later. The sun went down. I thought I'd take you guys out here and show you the end result. There are a couple of bunnies over in my neighbor's yard. I see them scoping the place out, but I did come in here with the liquid fence, like powder form, and sprinkled it on all the beds. So I'm hoping they will be fine, because once I start doing that with my other areas, they haven't really touched it. So in here, I went ahead and put the amaranth, and I'm gonna let it kind of get acclimated to this spot for a couple of days, and then I'll probably come in here and cut it, and then that way it will throw off 2 more stems and continue to produce more flowers. The same thing with this Kiss Me Over the Garden Gate amaranth, and I wanted to put it in with the snapdragons because the snapdragons are pretty much done blooming for the year. I kept some of them up because they still have some buds on there, but then the amaranth will take over. And then later in the season, well, the amaranth will continue to grow. They bloom really all season. But the snapdragons will come back and continue to throw on blooms. And then in front of that, I just put some of the mixed Gumfrena. And I did keep a tag in some of those. So that's called Ping Pong Mix Gumfrena. And let's see, I also put the Ping Pong Mix Gumfrena in there. It's just a mixture of the purple, white, and the kind of deep pink, I guess, or dark purple. And then this is just a mix of 3 different kinds of celosia. There was yellow, orange, and red, and they're all fresh look variety. And then I have this celosia in here called Celosia Prestige Scarlet. It kind of looks like the brains. God bless me. And this was just a, I forgot the name of that. Sorrento, I think. Sorrento's Cosmos. And it was, again, I think, a mix. I looked up the picture because it didn't have a tag with it, but the picture had like reds and pinks and I think whites in there. So that should be really pretty. There's actually a couple buds on here already. Like right there and right there. So that'll be nice. I did water really good and fertilize my roses because they've been, honestly, you guys, like completely neglected over here. This area has been kind of on the back burner for the past couple of years, ever since my brother built this. That's how I really wanted to get this taken care of over here, because the roses, I never watered them, never fertilized them, never trained them up the trellis, and so they kind of have just been neglected. And the bunny also eats roses too, so we got those sprinkled with the liquid fence. I also got zinnias in here. These are the Zesty, I think, Zesty. And I kind of just created my own mix, I guess. I bought yellow, orange, scarlet, pink, purple, and one other color. No, and then I got another pink. And I kind of just mixed them throughout. So these get, I think, 24 inches, so not as tall as my whirligig zinnias got. But they'll still get a decent size for cutting. And then I just kind of moved my plants along here. This is the tomato that volunteered in this pot that my brother gave me. It's got onions in there. That tomato my brother gave me, and it's Best Boy. He grew that from seed. That is a cherry tomato he grew from seed, my brother Johnny, and then some more onions in that bag. So yeah, this is my new trellis there that my brother built. I hope you like it, KJ, if you're watching. And then I also was really excited because I started training this little rose down here up with this, and hopefully it will do a lot better with these two pretty and pink roses. But I think that's about it. The hosta over there I cleaned up, or I split and cleaned up. Those are looking nice. I'll probably come in here and pick some of these trees. These are really good trees. When we were growing up, we had these in my yard because my great granny was a really great gardener, and she had these all along our shed there, and we'd go out and pick them, and my mom would make pancakes, and she'd sprinkle these in the pancakes, and it was like the funnest summer thing ever. So these always remind me of blackberry pancakes from my granny's yard. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I really truly appreciate it, and thanks again to Beth for giving me that amazing gift that you gave me at the garden center. That was really sweet of you. And you guys, you don't have to get me any gifts, okay? You don't have to, but it's very much appreciated. It kind of blows my mind that people do that for me. So, all right, well, I'll see you guys hopefully tomorrow. Bye. Before I go, I just wanted to throw in some footage of what it looked like before, if you're still watching. So this is kind of a little snapback of what it looked like before. It was kind of all just super weedy, unattended to, which is my own fault. I just really wanted to get in here and rearrange it and make it look nice again. You can see all the weeds over here, and then this is the after shot.